Good morning guys, welcome to another episode. In this episode we see the difference between R15 version 3 and Bajaj Pulsar 220F. If we consider 0-60 km race, you can see Bajaj Pulsar 220F takes 4.1 seconds. On the other hand, R15 is taking around 4.3 seconds only. That means 220 is a little bit faster on a race of 0-60 mph. If we consider 0-100 kmph race, you can see both of these bikes are taking 10 seconds to reach 100 kmph. R15 is highly optimized in terms of performance as compared to version 2. In this video, we will consider the pros and cons of these two bikes and also consider the specific comparison between these two. Before that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and watch till the end. So let's start. Let's start with capacity. You can see there is a 65cc difference between these two motorcycles. That means in terms of engine capacity, definitely 220F dominates. When we consider power, there is a 1.6 bhp difference. That means in terms of power also, 220F dominates. It can give maximum of around 20.9 bhp. Here we need to consider that R15 is the only bike that produces 19.3 bhp in 150 segment. If we consider torque and torque delivery, you can see there is a 3.8 Nm difference. That means 220 will be much quicker and maximum torque delivered is little bit earlier as compared to R15. But the lack of 6th gear is really affecting 220 in terms of top speed. You can see both are getting almost same top speed of around 150-155 kmph. Here R15 is really utilizing its 6th gear and its body dimension. Let's consider fuel economy and fuel range. You can see R15 dominates in terms of fuel economy. It can give a maximum of around 45 kmpl. On the other hand, 220 can give an average of 40 kmpl only. And there is a 4 liter difference in terms of fuel tank capacity. That means almost same fuel range will be obtained in both cases. Another major difference comes in terms of fuel system. Here you can see R15 is fuel injected. On the other hand, 220 comes with the carburetted engine. In terms of efficiency, definitely fuel injected is much efficient as compared to carburetted engine. If you consider the way engine is cooled in both cases, you can see R15 is liquid cooled, but 220 is oil cooled. And since the compression is not very high, oil cooling is good enough for a high performance in 220F. When we consider headlight, you can see R15 is a LED headlight. On the other hand, 220 is getting an ellipsoid headlight, and both are quite enough in terms of visibility. If you consider ABS, that means anti-locking braking system, we can see R15 is getting a dual channel ABS, but 220 is getting a single channel ABS. And R15 is getting a bigger disc in the front, 220 is getting a bigger disc in the rear brake. Now what is really shocking is price. 220 is much cheaper as compared to R15. R15 is 30,000 much costlier as compared to 220. Here we need to consider R15 is liquid cooled, fuel injected, got dual channel ABS, got LED headlight, and yes, got a vibration free engine even at higher RPM. Dimension wise, we have to say that R15 dominates in terms of seat height and ground clearance. You can see R15 is a racing category bike, and yes, its seat height is a little bit higher as compared to 220. But when we consider wheelbase and curve weight, you can see 220 got more curve weight and more wheelbase. The approach is getting more comfort as 220 got a dual rear shocks. So guys, that's all this video. In this video has seen the difference between R15 version 3 and Bajaj Pulsar 220F. If you like this video, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Write your opinion suggestions in the comment section. Thank you.